Yep, this is the purring you hear. Oh, yeah, that's just how it works. Editing, 2 cats, and a lap, so happy cat. The other one's investigating shoes right now. I almost forgot to take my shop shoes off before I touched the carpet, so he's investigating those. So when you have a cat that likes to climb and be high, you have to order a treat. He likes to be up in the air. Yes, that is Tater. So we have never actually had a cat tree. All the cats that we've ever had, we've never had a cat tree. So hopefully this will make that little trooper happy instead of climbing up on all our furniture pieces. I'm surprised he hasn't tried to get up on the upper cabinets yet, but Chris will have fun getting to put this together. So yes, I'm sitting on the floor by the couch. So not only did we buy the cats a cat tree for Tater, who wants to be on the top of every cabinet. He loves to be high. Also, everything goes under the couch. And unfortunately, he's not declawed. He has claws. So he's, of course, clawing up on the couch. So like the nightly ritual is to take the Swiffer and get all his balls that he loves to play fetch with out from underneath the couch. So I saw a hack where you use pool noodles to stop stuff from going underneath your couch. And so I kind of paid up and got some black pool noodles. So we'll see if it works or not, or if he just ends up pushing those back, but I'm hoping it stops the toys from all going underneath. Black pool noodles is what I ordered. I didn't want color. I didn't want you to be able to see them from underneath the couch, but they look like they're a great fit, and I just will have to cut a few of them down. Oh, it's a nice tight. Don't push too far in. That will work out perfectly, so then he can't push his balls, push his little poof balls back there. He did enjoy going underneath the couch. So look at him investigating it like, hey, I like going underneath the couch, but we don't like you scratching the couch. Couches are not cheap, buddy. Sorry about your luck. We'll see if he somehow pushes them out and can, yeah, that'll be our luck. Okay, he got it together. The cat house, not his life. His life has always been together. Okay, we'll see if this is where they want to be. Of course, they're hiding because I had the vacuum out. So, I didn't want it to be like in your face, hey, we have a cat tree. So, I like the color. We'll see with his black hair how it works and if they're even interested. You know how cats are. You can build it and they'd be like, no, thank you. We'll see. Oh, one cat being curious. I think that's the, look at, we've hid so you can't go underneath the couch, but we gave you a present. He's thinking about it. Oh yeah, the first place he goes is the tallest part, of course. Oh, that's kind of nice. Is that kind of nice? What do you think? Is that kind of nice? Yeah, I think you like it. You're welcome. I'd be cute. Look how cute I'd be. And y'all know it. Tater, what are you doing? So not only do we like the new curtains, but Tater thinks they're a hiding spot that he can see through. Good thing they were inexpensive to buy. Y'all want to see the adventures of Tater? This is his little hyperactive crazy kitten self. Oh my goodness, you crazy little kitty cat. He was doing it last night too, but you couldn't really get any film very well from it. Just his little glowy eyes in the dark. Tater, what are you doing? Look at him like, I'm not doing, I'm just laying here on the couch. Or on the chair. Like I said, good thing they didn't cost too much. Because darn it all, he's kind of cute.
Money, I mean, I'll let you my life. Yes, you will, forever. Yes, you will. Easy, Chief.
Oh, it's going to be dangerous.
This whole thing. Why didn't you tell me?
Because I think that you need to make up your own mind. The father didn't think there was anything wrong with it. The money.
So, of course, with the warm-up, we now have ladybugs that have entered the house. And Tater is obsessed with ladybugs, and one is flying around since the light is on, and he is determined to jump straight up to try to get it. Such a danger, but very entertaining.
Billions from it.
I do believe he finally wore himself out. We'll switch off to cute kitty mode, and I will share with you, yes, I went to an estate sale. That's what I love to do, and what I get to do is go shopping. So this is actually my second time in. I showed up like close to 3 hours early. This sale didn't start till 10 o'clock in the morning. Private property, lake property, no parking whatsoever. So I have a big old vehicle. I wanted to make sure I was going to be able to not only park, but be able to leave. Ran into my friend Diane. It's always nice to see her, but I thought I'd go back in, do a little video for you all, and see what treasures I might have missed on my first round. The one thing I love about estate sales is I also do listen in on what the history of the owners, what they did. So this guy worked for a BB gun company for 40 plus years. So he had many of those in his collections, along with some very antique toys. So I don't know about you, I am always interested in what the people did that I am digging through their stuff. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Yvonne and you are on Ginger Chick The Journey, where I, along with my husband Chris, we do the behind the scenes of a YouTube. We are resellers, we're flippers, we go out and about searching for treasures that we can either make over, resell, or decorate our own home with. So, and we just bought a new house recently, so we are sharing odds and ends of doing things in our house. So far, this is the beginning is always usually some type of a haul, because as a reseller, you're constantly shopping. You're shopping. If you're not shopping, you're thinking about shopping. So bright and early, 4:30 this morning, I got up to get ready to hopefully be one of the first few at an amazing estate sale. Which sounds crazy because the estate sale didn't even start till 10. I wasn't the first one. I was 4. Yep, I was number 4. What time did I get there? I got there before 7. Yeah, and I was number 4. So it had some wonderful primitives. There again, estate sales in our area, there's always like 80 to 100 to 120 people, and it is cram-packed. And every estate sale it seems like we go into, it is like, this has to be the tiniest house ever. So, oh my gosh. It was literally a 1-bedroom cottage on a lake. So one of my reasons for going early was because there was no parking. They warned you there's no parking at this. So if I wanted to park my big beast behind me, I needed to be there early enough to be able to not have to walk a mile down a private drive. So there's that, you know. It's just part of reselling, you know, going into Goodwill multiple times a day, going into other thrift stores multiple times a day, hitting garage sales here, there, everywhere when it's in your season. It's not quite our season yet. Or staying all day at an auction. That's what we do. So I'm going to share with you the items that I picked up. I was very happy because I pretty much got everything in my mind that I wanted to get. There was one item and I knew if it was priced out of my league, then I would leave it behind. But I really did. I even got some bonus pieces. I was pretty darn excited. So I went because they had old firkins, sugar buckets. These are old. These are patinaed. They are vintage. My first grab, right as soon as I came in, there was this one. And then this one was stacked on top of it. This one has a lid, and there again, these are old, not reproductions. They are old. So that was my main reason for going, and I was happy. Could have left just like that, and I would have been happy. But I did stumble on another type of one that actually I think look better painted because I don't really think they do much. So this one's nice, and plus it's loose. It's got some, and then I don't think that lid is not supposed to go with it, but that's how they sold it. So motivation, go early if there's something you want. Don't be sad if you don't get your butt up early and wait hours to try to be the first one through the door to be able to get your item. Now, there's been times that you're like, well, I was the first one through, but it's too much money. So I'm glad that this company priced, I mean, they don't give items away anymore, but this item priced that us resellers could buy and resell. And look at this beauty. I didn't even know that was there. The pictures, it was just packed. They kind of tried to price things as they were. I can't even imagine how long it took them to price, but a beautiful coffee grinder, got beautiful detail. Look at that little lettering on there. Arcade Manufacturing Company. It's got some great patina to it, and it is an older piece. It's got some velvet on the bottom. Felt, not velvet, felt. Stumbled across these two beauties. Some old frames. Beautiful. This one's got broken, well, just the wood is broken, but beautiful, ornate, older frames I thought were gorgeous. I didn't even know until, like, I ended up going through like 3 times because they did have a holding spot, and so my holding spot, since I was one of the first ones through, was all the way in the back, so I couldn't really check out because there were people and my stuff was in the back, but that was okay because I just kept shopping. So I did pick up this on my second time around, which is just one of these nice sets, and it's an older piece. It's not new, primitive. People love these with or without the lid to display items in, so it's really nice as a flipper, not always have to make everything over. Though I'm always looking for items to make over, it's nice not to have to make everything over. I don't usually do a lot of tins, but this little popcorn tin, I thought that Papa Red was great, whether I use it like towards Christmas, to put a tree or something in, or one of my Santas. So I don't know. I don't know how well tins sell. I have no idea. So I was sitting there chatting, and I think it was my second time in line to pay. with my friend Diane, who also has booths where our antique malls, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I almost had a heart attack because, like as I'm talking to her, I like my eyes go down, and now it's not a terribly old marmalade jar, it's a newer one, but still, it's a marmalade jar. That's all I had to say about that. I was very excited. If you do not know, marmalade jars come from England. They're not something common here. So yeah, so to find them is like a needle in the haystack. It's not something that you normally would find. I do have a few that I collect, and I do have a couple actually right now in my retail booth that are older. But this one's definitely appears to be newer, but still a cool piece. And then, yeah, I didn't even notice this little butter pat stack so it was good. This was my third time around, I think. And it was nice because this company, I know I was probably kind of hoggish. They let 20 in, and they didn't let any more in until people left. But people were leaving. People were just coming to get what they were getting, and they were leaving. You know, there was a lot to dig through. I did have a little footage, but not a lot of footage. So, I mean, and when I went to take stuff out to my vehicle, there was no line whatsoever. So, a stack of butter pats, and they are ironstone. They're Johnson Brothers. So that was really cool. There's even like a bigger one at the bottom that's unmarked. I haven't run across... I got one singly a little while ago, but I haven't run across a stack of them in a while. Then I did pick up this crock. I love crocks with wording. They do sell, slow sells, but they do sell. So apparently you were supposed to return it, and somebody didn't, but still cool. Needs a bath. Everything always needs a bath. And I got this crock because, of the wire handle. Those sell really well. I know it's got a little chip. Crocks are old, y'all, so no lid. Now, let me tell you a story about purple tape. If you go to a sale, estate sale, anything like that, and you don't have, like they did let us take bags in, but like to put a crock inside my bag would make it really heavy. So I always ask at the beginning of the sale, can I mark things sold? If I have this purple tape and I have right on the word sold or just, you know, sold on it, is that okay? Some will let you, some have their own tags that they want to use. But yeah, so this was too heavy to put into my bag, so I just had one of my sold purple. And it's nice to do like a weird color, not just like your blue painter's tape, because then you know it's yours. A lot of people could have blue painter's tape. So we saw somebody else doing that with blue painter's tape, and I thought, you know, that's a great idea, especially when it's just like one of you and you can't tag team and have somebody holding or anything like that. It's just nice to, and just always ask the company, because some of them have their own little way that they do it. Every company's different. Wood mashers, couldn't help myself. So apparently I'm collecting wood mashers now to go in my wood caddy. I absolutely love these little plastic frames with the little ladies in there. I thought they were very sweet, very cute. I would not do anything. Somebody would be these are very Victorian. My ring light's having a glare on them, but yeah, they're just nice. And it was like a grab and go kind of thing. Look at this. It's a wire dish strainer for like little kids' plates. Would that not be so cute with some little ironstone platage on it? Oh, just like a chicken feeder. My mind was just going. And then I picked up this little trinket box, this cute little frog trinket box. Little trinket boxes do sell. It has a candle in it. I'll probably take the candle out because I know that'll probably stop the sale with it having a candle in there, and hopefully I don't damage anything. I can't read the bottom. I don't know anything about why it's a candle, but I just want to make it a trinket box. I'm a sucker for stained glass. I'm a sucker for animal light, so turtle, animal, little night light. The frog one that I had gotten a few auctions back is already sold, so it was nice to have. Like, it was the frog stained glass, not the dancing frog ones that I showed you last week. But yeah, I gotta put, hopefully he works because it didn't have a light bulb and I didn't get to test it, but I bet it probably does. Love cubbies. I actually passed up a spice rack cubby only because it was one that had to hang on the wall. I went wanting it, but it had like V's at the bottom, and like then you have part of reselling is thinking, where am I going to display this? How am I going to sell it? Because there's items that we've finally sent to auction because we decided like we don't have any place to display them in any of our booths. So I'm always thinking that now. And this little cubby, oh my gosh, is so super cute. It's got little cubbies inside cubbies. I know it's missing a knob, but I think I have a knob from when Chris redid a banister cabinet. So I know I could either find one or I can change them out to porcelain ones because I know we have enough of those. I probably would want to keep it because it's more neutral if I used one of those little knobs. But Amazon does sell little knobs like that. And it was still there for me in the basement. I don't really resell them. I just keep hoarding on them, and I'm always making sure that they have the spout when I'm buying them. So I'm kind of like trading out. So the ones that don't have the spouts on it, I'm now collecting the ones that do have the spouts on it. Remember, it's not hoarding. I am a collector collecting collections. And then my last grab, I got a set of 4 locker baskets. I thought Chris would use the locker baskets on his side of the shop, but they've sat empty, and I have gotten so much Sweet Pickens milk paint that my packets were kind of like falling out. So I stole them the other day, and I don't think he was sad about that because he wasn't using them, but so I'm like, I'll just find some more and replace them. They had a few more, but you had to buy the stuff in them, and it was all like metals, and I don't know what it was, so I passed them by. So we don't have any auction this weekend or any other sales going on, so the estate sale was it. So I was happy to get all these. I'm pretty happy with my haul. That being said, we did find a couple more spots to go shopping, a couple antique malls. I did a little social media of how to shop at an antique mall to find treasures to be able to resell. A friend was having a rummage sale at a local fairground, and yes, the next thing you know, our vehicle is packed and no auction in sight, but man, the treasures you can find out there when there's not even a sale.
All right, so we picked this up the other day. These have actually sold for us fairly well. We might have underpriced them, actually, is what we probably have done wrong. But I've never had one that had actually the base still from the roof on it. So now I've got to see if I can get that off.
You wonder where we got this? We didn't buy it at the rummage sale. We actually got it in somebody's antique booth that ended up pricing it really cheap because that tar paper needs to come off to be a decorative piece or to be a useful piece. Most people would pass that by, but knowing that this tar paper will come off, and then hopefully that Chris can turn it and straighten it because it's tipped to the side right now. So with a little work, like I said, never underestimate what you may be able to find in somebody's booth at an antique mall.
All right, so looking a little closer at it, I should be able to just unscrew this and this top part will come off. But I wanted to save the extra piece, so I'll see if I can get that to release this top. But it'll be easier to work on if I get this disconnected. So if anything, we could sell that as a...
Yes, I do always giggle when I see something and I'm like, well, you could just fix that. You can just take that off, twist that metal. You know, he always will give me eyeballs like, sure I can. And then he just always does it. I don't know. Is your husband like that? Your other half? Do they always like, whatever, and they just end up doing it anyway?
All right, after a little while, I was able to get the two seams to match up. So now it should lay straight up and down. And this thing mounts back up on top. All I gotta do is just screw it back down. And she should be happy with me. One thing that I forgot to take video of, though, so I had to change my video mode, so this video might be a little bit close, is this beautiful, which looks like it's a Firkin sugar bucket, but it's actually a sewing basket. And it was there. We ended up going back to that estate sale the next day because Chris wanted to see if they had any tools left. So I'm going to share with you how nobody wanted it. It was 50% off the last day. So Chris said, I bet you we can take that apart and take that fabric off of it. So when I opened the lid up to see if the other side of the lid was salvageable, if it would look, the patina wasn't just like a plywood or anything like that. Yeah, so I'm going to take that fabric off. I'm taking the binding off very carefully. This is old. So yeah. Have you ever looked at that? Nobody else probably thought about taking that off. That's what made it unfortunately outdated and nobody wanted it. I couldn't believe that it was still even there the last day. So lots of staples to remove and then we'll see what's underneath. I wonder why they padded it. Like, did you sit on it like a chair? Because it's padded kind of like a little stool that you could sit on. I don't know. Let me know if you know. So yes, I think we can save this. So now, to get that that back on there without breaking it. Now, of course, it's a little bit on the loose side, but saved the original nails because I want to keep, of course, the original patina of it. We'll just nail it into new holes. Well, this is a two-person's job, so we can keep that, you know, like, so the wood isn't rising above and staying level. Want to make it look like this is the way it was supposed to be. Not believe that this is working myself, so now we have a new lid. There's lots of scratches on it, but nothing a little bit of this refinisher. The Restore and Finish by Howard and the walnut will work out perfectly, and that will make all those little scratches just disappear. If you do not have some of this in your arsenal, you need to get some. There's multiple colors. We have golden oak and dark walnut, and it has saved so many things. So thank you so much for watching today's video. We are so blessed that Chris and I love doing what we do together, that we both can see the beauty inside
something that other people are like, you know, it's there, but I wish it was. So we always hope to share those projects with you of how to change it. Like, okay, take off that roofing material, take off that padding, make it into your own piece. Those pieces that everybody else is walking past, just to do a little work. I mean, I can't say there isn't some elbow grease sometimes or a little bit, but minimal, like half hour usually it takes to just change something. I mean, we're not painting it by any means. So that is the one thing we always hope on this channel, to help you see something's beauty. See it, like if it's broken, how to fix it. If it needs a paint job, how to paint it, how to do home projects inexpensively, you know, how to learn from our trial and errors of our mistakes, because we're not perfect. So thank you so much for watching today's video, and thank you so much for being entertained by Tater. Peach is there, but Peach is an older cat, so he's not going to be quite as hyper active as Tater is, but man, that cat has a lot of personality, and he's so cute. It's hard to yell at him for things, but that's what we love our fur babies. So again, thank you so much for watching the behind the scenes of the every week Chris and I have going on. We love each and every one of you. Thank you for taking the time to watch our videos, and as always, if you're part of our YouTube family, thank you so much. And if you're new and you're checking out the behind the scenes of Ginger Chick Rehab, please smash that subscription button if you enjoyed today's video. And we will see you next time, guys, and you can see what Chris and I are up to.